Welcome to the Operation Game Night podcast. We are back. Happy 4th of July to those that celebrate. And the summer is just starting to heat up. That's right. Today we're talking about Hot Streak, a game that's been taking the internet by storm. It might be hot outside, but he's cool everywhere he goes. Clayton Gable, how you doing, Clay?
I am doing great. I am hot and bothered for Hot Streak, and I'm excited to tell you two guys about this game.
Speaking of hot and bothered, he's getting in the mood. Jared Erickson, how you doing, Jared?
I'm absolutely fabulous. I just want to know, Clay, in all this heat with your new job, your glass company, does it keep the heat out?
Yeah, we got some nice IUs that we can put into, we'll triple paint it. We'll do whatever you need.
Paints?
Yeah.
That's right.
A little bit of glazing, maybe?
Oh, my God, yes. I
What's
went
the
to
name
the
IU?
Glazier Academy.
Boom, 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 boom. Hit
Yeah.
it. Hey, I'm stoked about Hot Streak today.
Okay, well, let's get to it, Jared, before you
Straight in.
get me off topic too far. We are here to talk about Hot Streak, the hottest game in 2025. Just came out from CMYK Games, designed by John Perry. This is a betting game. We love betting games. 2 months ago, I saw somebody on Instagram somewhere, I can't remember, but they wrote that Hot Streak was like the unholy marriage of Thunder Road Vendetta, Ready, Set, Bet, and Camel Up.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, here's my money, CMYK. I got on their website. I think you can still order it on their website, but I got on there. They shipped it to me, and I've played this game 5 times now, and every time I like it more.
Ooh.
So essentially what's happening in Hot Streak is there is this mascot race, which is very important that you know that these are mascots racing each other, because what happens in the race only makes sense in the world of people in huge costumes that can't see where they're going. All right. So what happens is there is a deck of cards that, tell the mascots how far they go, if they swerve, if they fall down, if they turn around, if they start running the wrong way. And before the race begins, a random number of those cards are drawn out onto the mat. And so that kind of gives everybody a lay of the land about what might be coming up in the racing deck. Meanwhile, you have a set of 3 cards, and you'll be able to add one of those cards to the race deck to kind of influence the race. So maybe you have one for Hurley the Hot Dog that's going to send him forward to the next star. That's a huge, huge win for Hurley the Hot Dog. So, you secretly have that. You're planning on putting it in there. So maybe when you go around to get your bet, you grab Hurley the Hot Dog. All right. And that's kind of the first part of the game, is just betting. It's a snake draft. So the first person grabs a betting tile, so you can bet on any of the 4 racers. We got Gobbler the Bear, Hurley the Hot Dog, I already talked about, Dangle and Mum. These are beautiful painted minis. I mean, the production, I'll get into it later, but it's crazy. Tons of fun. So you can grab a betting tile for one of those racers where you'll get paid out at the end of the race, whether you get first, second, or third. And then when you take the tile, you have the choice to play it safe, and you get paid out pretty evenly across first, second, or third. Or you can flip it over to a risky side where you get a mega payout if they get first, but not so great if they get second or third. So everybody goes around snake drafting these bets, and then the race begins. So everybody now has added their secret card to influence the race. You shuffle them all up, and then it's basically just like on autopilot. Somebody flips the card. Dangle goes 2 forward. Boom. Mum falls over. Oh, my God. Doom. Hurley the Hot Dog just turned around. Oh, my God. And like, so, you add some flair to it, and people are moving these things. They're knocking into each other. They can get knocked out if they fall down, and then they get run into again. They get knocked out of the race. And essentially the race ends when 3 of the 4 figurines have either crossed the finish line or been DQ'd in some way. And then you get paid out, and then you do that 2 more times. And whoever has the most money at the end of the game was the best bettor on Mascot races. And it is a hooping, hollering good time. Oh, I forgot to mention, there's also a side bet during every race that'll be like, will Mum finish in the bottom two? And you can say yes or no. And you can also flip those to risky as well. But on the side bets, if you go risky, you can actually lose money. So, you have your choices. You want to diversify across the characters. Do you want to grab 2 tiles for Mum because you really believe in Mum and you're going to hit it big? I mean, this is the type of game where it's so stupid and crazy that if things don't go your way, you're like, well, it's just whatever. But if you make some clever bets and the card that you put into the race deck comes up at the right time and your guy you bet on crosses the finish line, comes in first, it feels awesome. And no matter what happens, everybody's cheering. And these are like my absolute favorite type of games. I will say that initially, the first game or two, what happens like during the race, okay, well, if someone falls down, now they can only move 1 space no matter what card's drawn for them. Mm-hmm. And then like if they swerve into another lane, do they do that? There's just some like intricacies about knowing how the race works and like when
what does it mean?
Yeah, when people fall, like what happens if this weird thing happens. But after you play it like a race or two, you kind of know what's going on. And now that I know that, like I can run that race so fast, just flipping the cards over, boom, 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 and we're jamming down the line. The first 2 times I'd be like, oh, okay, so Dangle fell down and Mum swerved over there. Like what's the outcome of that? And so there's a few things like that you just gotta play it a couple times and you'll find out like they can go off the racetrack and then they're disqualified. And every time you have to reshuffle the deck, the mat actually folds over to a new line. And if you're hanging back, just like in Thunder Road Vendetta, that person gets DQ'd as well. Mm-hmm. So there's mascots dropping left and right, and then it's just bursts of glory across the finish line. And it's just like this might have replaced most of my betting games.
Wow.
And I have a lot that I like. It's just so quick and easy to get going and so much fun. And the production, like I alluded to earlier, is off the charts. Like this box, you literally pull the racetrack out of the box. And then it gets rolled back up into it. The little figurines like sit in a little display in the front of the box. It is just an amazing production.
Gosh.
It makes you want to just keep playing it. So what questions you guys have?
I have several questions, but first off, out of your 5 plays, like who all did you play with? What was the game group? Like what size? And how?
Yeah, I gotta know
for new people.
Yeah, I gotta know if you've played with Scott though, because the way you were describing the like the chanting or the playing of who is going up and forward and back, I've heard him do that with a drinking game before, and it sounded eerily similar.
It's kind of like a horse race.
Scott and Brittany.
No, I got this since I moved to Pennsylvania.
No,
so this has been a
sad day.
I've played it with the kids a couple times. They love it. I played it, so it's like me and the kids, a group of 3, played great. I played it with a group of 7, my parents, my brother, Mary, Josh, Allie, I know a lot of people that don't normally play games. And when I was explaining it, I could kind of see them like, what the hell is this, Clay? And then until I started flipping the cards on that first race deck and they're seeing the people they bet on just completely turn around and start going the other way. Like it just instantly gets people engaged. And oh my God, it was great. And then I played it again some more with my mom and the kids. So it's been a hit every time.
My next question is about the components themselves, because the first time I saw this was from the video that you sent us, and you're like, this game's coming out, looks awesome. And I watched a couple videos on it. You pull the mat out, but it's not like spring loaded like a set of blinds or anything where it snaps back, right? It's like you have to wheel it back in.
Yeah, there's a mechanical wheel that you twist to get it back in.
Yeah, that didn't register first. I saw that there was mechanical wheels on the side, and I watched like the Dice Tower video where they kind of cranked it back in. Oh, Duffman.
Yeah.
That's a good
Oh,
mascot.
what?
That's not part of the game.
Homer. Yeah, you could do some sick 3D printing with this one.
Yeah, that was my thing. Is like, how long until that like mechanic snaps and like doesn't come out of the box anymore? But that's great that it's like roll it back in. You got to do it or by hand.
Yeah. It work. It seems like it'll hold up. But yeah.
And I love the detail on the figurine where you can see little eyes peeping out from the costumes. That's so good.
God. Yeah.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Great.
Do any of the hidden like movement like interjections, are they specifically only for one of the mascots, or it's like just randomly whatever you flip over that happens to whatever person it happens to?
So there's different cards. The general cards are like a mum specific card. So you see all these ones here on the left. Those specifically move mum or make her fall down or go backwards. Those move Gobbler. And then these green cards, they move everybody. But the catch is you can't cross the finish line and there's no collisions during the green cards. So you can add those as well. But, usually if you have a hand of 3 cards and you want to put one in, you're probably trying to get a little more specific on who you're affecting with the card. And then there's these great cards, and every mascot starts with one at the beginning of the race that say recover at the top. So no matter what happened, they turned around, they started running the wrong way, they fell down. If you see recover at the top of a card, they stand back up, they face the right way, and they start going back in the right direction. Mm-hmm. So there's still like, there's always a chance that even if they, got a little off kilter there, that they might get back on track and head for the finish line. I will say that with that adding the cards, it seems like, the more players you have, kind of the more unknown there is about what's being added to the deck. Because at 3 players, in a deck of 18 cards, you're contributing, 3 of 18. But then with like 7 players, it's, I don't know, 11 of 18 are known and 7 are random.
Yeah.
Right. So it's just a little more less known in that situation.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have enough agency, like at the player counts that you played at? Do you feel like you have enough agency to make like educated guesses on your bets? Or is it like, Jesus, take the wheel, it's all luck, and whatever shakes out,
you can certainly make an educated bet and you can feel good about it. But like I said at the beginning, if it works out, you feel like, hell yeah, dude, I made the smartest bets. But when the first card drawn makes them fall down, and then Dangle goes 1 and then swerves into their lane and hits them, and now they're DQ'd like right off the bat, you're just like, well, that's hot streak,
Yeah.
So
you think it's better to be towards the outside or towards the inside?
I think I was actually wondering that because all their cards have swerves in them.
Yeah.
And I think they all swerve away from the edge of the track. So I think they kind of balanced it out a little bit in some form or fashion, but yeah, I haven't dug too deep into the numbers of who's winning more often. I will say I'm a big fan of Hurley the Hot Dog.
Any game that I get to see a hot dog, I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's expensive for a 20-minute game, but because of the production they put on this thing, it's like $50 on their website, but it feels worth it. And I think it makes it like just that much better and that much easier for you to grab and show people. I mean, this is like replacing any type of party game for me because you can play it up to 9 players. Yeah. Again, it's probably going to be pretty chaotic and random at 9 players, but you're still having a blast. I just love that there's no intervention. Once the race starts, you just literally sit there and watch it unfold and hope for the best. And I love that. you make all your decisions up front and then just let it happen.
Hmm. Do you feel like it's a little finicky? Like, not finicky in that you have to pay attention to little rules or anything, but like, is it too much to like flip and figure out what's happening and then move the characters? Or like, do you feel like people pick it up fast enough where one person flips and the other person moves the characters and then that's it?
That's
or is it like
that's what
you
the rules
flip and then you move?
Yeah, the rules say to do that. The rules say to assign one person to be the handler, one person is the card flipper, another person's the bank that pays out at the end. I find it's just, I usually end up doing most of it just because I've been playing with a lot of people who's their first time and they're like, okay, so what do you mean they swerve? Like, when do they swerve? Like, you know, just like little things like that kind of like hold it up a little bit. But yeah, after you play a couple times, it's pretty streamlined.
So even the boys are on top of this one already. They're trained up.
Oh, they like being the handlers and moving the mascots when I flip them.
Oh yeah.
So you already took Camel Up, Ready Set Bet, like all those racing games, and just threw them in the trash?
They're gone. They're out of here.
Done.
Don't need them.
Burned on the effigy, and now we have Hot Streak.
Yeah. What does Vic call them? Yard sales.
Yeah, yard sale games.
Yeah, just
top shelf.
Yeah,
dang, this is
great.
top shelf, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, it's got the theme too. I mean, hot dogs.
Yeah,
Need I say less?
You know what you're getting with this game. I mean, it advertises itself as a silly, crazy game, not to be taken seriously, and it knocks out of the park on those terms.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I love that. Like, you know, I heard a lot of comparisons to Camel Up when I was watching videos of this, but I think it's closer to Camel Up, the dice game, or the
card game. Yeah,
the card game, right?
Yeah,
because you have your finger on the scales a little bit. You get to pick what cards to include in your deck. Like, they definitely learned their lesson from the most popular of racing betting games, and they combine them all into something so simplistic and easy and in a nice little package. It's like smaller than like a shoebox, right? Like, it's pretty small.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably, like a football size.
What takes up the most space is the the wheel, the mat.
And unlike Ready Set Bet, where the person that's like running the race isn't really a part of it, you still get to be a part of it in this, which is nice.
I mean, unless you're running it from an app, which is like my favorite way for Ready Set Bet.
Yeah.
That was like the best. That's the ideal way to play. What were you gonna say, Jerry?
Travis, I was going to literally say the same thing about Camel Up, the card game, because Gemma and I unboxed my Camel Up, the card game, this morning during our morning session, post breakfast while we're waiting for Mama to wake up. And I was like, I don't know fully how to play the game yet, but I was reading the rule book a little bit while she was, trying to make towers of the cash, the little coins. And I'm like, this is pretty neat. Yeah. And then I was getting that same kind of vibe, the manipulation of the track and stuff. And so I like it.
It's like a more fleshed out version of Camel Up, the card game. I love it.
Yeah. Cool. Simpler too.
Yeah. Great. Thanks for sharing Hot Streak with us, Clay. I'm excited about this one.
Of course, yes. I would love to play this game with you guys.
You have an award to give it?
Not yet.
TBD.
Workshop. This one's getting a medal though from me. This is gold tier.
Great.
I do have a saved round though.
Saved round.
What's the name? What's the reasoning for the name Hot Streak? So, like, can one of the characters be on a hot streak where they just keep winning constantly?
Yeah, when you're a gambler or a bettor and you're on a hot streak.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's the best I can do.
Okay. We'll test that theory in September.
Perfect. That's right.
World Series.
Hit the tables.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be playing this one at the World Series of Board Gaming.
What?
We can set up our own table and like bet with some real money. outside
Yeah.
of the Las Vegas
Dude.
casinos.
We're kind of like being in an alley, kind of be like squatting down and like kind of bring some people over. Like, hey, come
Hey,
over
you guys shooting dice? No, we're playing hot streak. Jump in.
Yeah. I got the hot dog.
All right. Cool. Thanks for sharing, Clay. That is Hot Streak by CMYK Games, designed by John Perry. Artist is Cecile Garepi.
Oh, thanks for shouting out the artist.
You got it.
I'm shutting her down.
Shut her down.